What is happening, sports fans? Welcome back to the Roger Report, where we break down the biggest stories shaping the world of sports. We've got a packed show today, starting with some huge quarterback drama out of New York. Get ready, because the Giants are facing a massive decision that could define their season. Plus, we're diving into some serious shade thrown by a Chiefs superstar. And stick around, because we've got details on how you can get tickets to see a massive upcoming showdown. You won't want to miss this, so hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get into it. Giants coach Brian Daboll on the hot seat amidst QB controversy. Fresh off a brutal 0-3 start and a humiliating loss to the Kansas City Chiefs on national TV, New York Giants head coach Brian Daboll is facing immense pressure. The critical question on everyone's mind: will Russell Wilson remain the starting quarterback, or will rookie Jaxson Dart get his chance? Daboll's responses have been anything but reassuring, as he repeatedly declined to commit to Wilson, stating only that "we're evaluating everything." This ambiguity has fueled speculation that Wilson, signed to a lucrative deal, might be benched in favor of the highly touted Dart, whom the Giants drafted with the 25th overall pick. The Giants' offensive struggles have been glaring. After a dismal Week 1 performance where Wilson completed just 46% of his passes and the team failed to score a touchdown, a Week 2 shootout against the Cowboys offered a glimmer of hope, with Wilson throwing for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. However, that offensive explosion is now widely seen as a product of Dallas' weak defense. Sunday night's 22-9 loss to the Chiefs, featuring only 160 passing yards from Wilson with no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, has reignited the debate and amplified calls for Dart to take the field. Fans are clamoring for a change, eager to see if Dart can inject life into an offense that has faltered. The decision weighs heavily on Daboll, whose own job security may depend on turning the team's fortunes around. With a tough matchup against the undefeated Los Angeles Chargers looming, the Giants' quarterback decision could be the most critical of Daboll's tenure. Will this QB gamble pay off for the Giants, or will it lead to further disappointment? We'll break down the implications, but first, get ready for some spicy comments from a Chiefs legend about Russell Wilson. Chris Jones delivers a blunt assessment of Russell Wilson. Following the Kansas City Chiefs' decisive 22-9 victory over the struggling New York Giants, Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones didn't hold back his thoughts on Giants quarterback Russell Wilson. While the win improved the Chiefs to 1-2 and offered some relief, Jones' post-game comments suggested a significant shift in his perception of Wilson. Jones revealed that he once desired to swap jerseys with Wilson, a former Super Bowl champion, but now, after facing him in the Giants' current state, he has no interest. "I don't even want it. It's all good. I don't want it. Over time, you kind of understand that. Now I don't even want it," Jones stated, leaving little room for interpretation. This sentiment strongly implies that Jones no longer views Wilson as an elite talent, a sentiment echoed by Wilson's career-low completion percentage and the Giants' 0-3 record. Jones himself had a solid performance against the Giants, recording a tackle, 2 quarterback hits, and his first sack of the season. His comments have sparked widespread discussion among fans and analysts about Wilson's current standing in the league and whether his prime is truly behind him, especially as the Giants contemplate their quarterback future with rookie Jaxson Dart. Is this the ultimate diss from a top defensive player, or just sour grapes after a win? We'll debate that, but first, how can you catch Russell Wilson and the Giants in action live? Giants face Chargers. How to secure your tickets to see Russell Wilson play. For fans eager to witness the New York Giants in their upcoming Week 4 matchup against the formidable Los Angeles Chargers, tickets are now available. This game, scheduled for Sunday at 1 p.m. ET, features quarterback Russell Wilson and his team looking to turn their season around against the undefeated Chargers. Last week, Wilson's performance against the Kansas City Chiefs was less than stellar, with 18 completions on 32 attempts for 160 yards, 2 interceptions, and no touchdowns. Despite these struggles, the opportunity to see an NFL game live, especially one with significant storylines like the Giants' search for consistency and the Chargers' dominant start, remains appealing. Details on how to purchase tickets can be found through the provided links, offering fans a chance to be in the stands for what promises to be a critical game for the Giants. Fans interested in attending should note that ticket availability and pricing are subject to change, and responsible gambling practices are encouraged. The game presents a chance for Wilson and the Giants to prove doubters wrong against a top-tier opponent. Will Wilson silence the critics, or will the Chargers continue their winning streak? We'll have the analysis, but first, let's recap all the top stories you need to know. Giants QB quandary. Daboll mum on Wilson's future as 0-3 start looms. With the New York Giants staring down an ominous 0-3 start to the season, head coach Brian Daboll has refused to definitively name Russell Wilson as the starting quarterback for their upcoming Week 4 game. Following a disheartening 22-9 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, where Wilson threw for only 160 yards with 2 interceptions, Daboll's press conferences have been filled with evasive answers when questioned about Wilson's status. "We're evaluating everything," Daboll reiterated when pressed about whether Wilson would continue under center, a statement that has sent ripples of speculation through the fanbase. The Giants signed Wilson in the offseason with the expectation that he would be a bridge to rookie first-round pick Jaxson Dart. However, Wilson's inconsistent play, particularly his struggles in the red zone and a career-low completion percentage, has intensified the debate. Some analysts suggest that the offensive explosion against Dallas in Week 2 was more a reflection of the Cowboys' defense than Wilson's resurgence, leaving the Giants at a critical crossroads. Public sentiment and media chatter are heavily leaning towards giving Dart an opportunity to prove himself, especially with a challenging schedule ahead, including a matchup against the undefeated Los Angeles Chargers. The decision facing Daboll is not just about one game. It could significantly impact his own future with the franchise and the team's long-term trajectory. It's a high-stakes situation in New York, but that's not all the sports world is buzzing about. We've got more drama coming up. All right, everyone, that's all the top stories for today on the Roger Report. We saw Giants coach Brian Daboll playing coy on Russell Wilson's starting job amidst a tough 0-3 start. Then, Chiefs star Chris Jones threw some serious shade at Russell Wilson, questioning his elite status. And if you want to see Russell Wilson and the Giants live, we've got the details on how to get your tickets for their game against the Chargers. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the show, subscribe for more exclusive sports breakdowns, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below with your thoughts on the Giants QB situation, and follow us on all social media platforms for even more content. We'll see you next time.